That to me, OBS freaked me out. So anyway, gotta see Ethereum hold that 2500 area and bounce here. That is where the trend line is. So it's starting to bounce, but hasn't confirmed this trend line yet. Like I said, this is a 1 hour chart, so we could have like 5 to 6 hours of consolidation sideways, or maybe in this little channel, something like that. But if we see it drop down below this previous little peak right here, blow it up so if you're looking on a cell phone, you can see it. What's up, Mike B? Yeah, Safu. We'll take a look at, see what it's doing here in just a bit. Yeah, you can see right here blowing up on this hour chart. This candle just opened, so Ethereum's just got to get back above 2,500, and it could easily be hours. So I am keeping a close eye on Gods token, because Gods, if you have not heard yet, and you are a player in the game, or you've not noticed yet, they did drop the new core refresher set, which means there is going to be, let's see, where's the marketplace? There we go. There's going to be a lot of cards needing to be minted with this new set to put and sell on the marketplace if people want to sell them. So any cards that are going up are probably going to be at high prices. Let's look and see real quick, because I have not had any time to even check none of this. Like, I've been in 2 oil stocks today, all the way from 9:30 this morning to well, actually I'm still in them, but I locked out the majority of my shares right before the stream. So I have not looked at anything else. But let's check and see real quick. These are newly listed. Is there anything popping up yet that looks unfamiliar? Also probably just do it by quantity, because the newest ones ain't gonna be, there's not gonna be many of them. Not for a while. No, so it doesn't look like any of the new cards have even hit the marketplace yet. So there's about 70 cards. It's going to take Gods tokens. And we're already seeing a little rebound in Gods today. Earlier this morning, it was up to 130. Had a pullback and has been popping around. And this is right where the downtrend is. And the 200-day. And the little uptrend that we had cracked. But all we got to do is get back above 130 and start holding on Gods. And that can start turning around. We do have some different cryptos that have popped up with some moves, waves, getting a nice push up today so far. News, another one. Rary still having some action going on. Pretty volatile. But if I could break that downtrend right there, Rary might could start moving again. Good bit of volume's been on it. I keep getting a little bit of action again. To load, there we go. I just moved a couple of cents after selling off. Let's look at our main watches besides Bitcoin and Ethereum, see where they're all at. We got the power ledger still below 50 cents. Oh, IMX had a nice rebound today. IMX was all the way down at $1.10. Massive rip back up to $1.70 with only in a few hour span. and currently holding at 155. You can see the 10-day crossed over the 50 and the 200. The 200-day moving average is red, 50-day is blue, 10-day crossing over both of those. So IMX is starting to possibly go bullish. Let's look at it on a 4-hour chart. Yeah, on the 4-hour, the 10 days is almost about to cross. So it has room up to $2 on this 200-day moving average. And we may see it do that. Especially if this marketplace starts getting real hot. You know, the marketplace goes crazy. With all these new cars and stuff. Could get real interesting. Cosmos Atom. Still, well, there's a little head and shoulders there on that 4-hour. So Cosmos has got to break back up over $30 for this not to be a head and shoulders. Got a pretty nasty little downtrend right there where all that traffic is with the EMAs. Let's see on that longer time frame. Yeah. But this does look like the start possibly of a new uptrend. If that downtrend breaks, then we could start a new trend line right here. To see Atom continue on up. So Atom's actually at a pretty important breaking point today. And a lot of that, and because of that, a lot of that ecosystem is down. Osmo, Crow, Iris, Persistence is down some. Solana has been pretty low, but it's been holding. It's held this $80 area, $75 area so far. This is actually a triangle pattern. Drop that line there. So just look at it from right there. Solana could be close if it can bounce here. So this is the same thing, like all the altcoins, or at least the ones that have been bullish, are just waiting to see Ethereum and Bitcoin hold up. Let's pull up I'm gonna pull some indexes real quick, and then we'll go check out Safu, see where it's at. Is the market still? Oh yeah, the Nasdaq's still looking pretty bearish, selling off there. We did have breakouts. We break out on gold? Nope, gold almost about real close to trying to break out, but having some problems there. Same thing with silver, but still holding 25. Real estate markets. Ooh. So real estate markets coming back down again. And then oil still looks like it's pushing up to 121. So it's pretty clear that money is coming out of the stock market. And I don't think, I mean, maybe we could see a little rebound here where we're rebounding at. This could be the start of a new uptrend, but I don't think so. We've been selling off and selling off, and we are now just finally hitting the sell-off point where we're not at the very top tip. So there's still quite a room that we could drop. And if it drops below this little peak here, then even more money is going to flood out of the stock market. And oil, I think, is getting a little bit too high. And cryptos are, they're hanging in there. They're not collapsing or anything. A lot of them are doing pretty well. Well, I'm not going to say a lot of them, but there's a decent amount of them on uptrends that if they can hold these uptrends here, same thing with Ethereum. Then they should be able to rebound. Let's see, Luna's all the way down to 237. Well, Luna's got that similar triangle going on. So that's probably going to be relevant on all those charts. Rev, even though, have you guys seen any of these commercials yet that I was talking about? It's been coming out. See, it did get a little wild spike there. But still, it doesn't seem yet like people are really getting in the rev yet. There's a little uptrend possibly. If it can hold here, this would be a third confirmation of it. Let's see if we got SAFU on a chart yet. Nope. So I gotta pull up the, what is it? The DEX, DEX tools. That's what it is. And also, I have switched completely from Google to Brave browser. Brave is a crypto browser. If you're not familiar with Brave, it is a lot better than Google because instead of them taking your data and selling it, Brave pays you to use their browser. So you can see I've got a total balance there of $1.75, and since I just switched this over yesterday, I've almost earned a half another basic attention token. So Brave browser is a browser that's on Ethereum blockchain, and basic attention token is its currency, I guess, of choice. But it also blocks a lot of ads, saves you bandwidth, and saves you time. It has a lot of cool features. You can have a regular wallet, or this kind of regular wallet they have there, or you can verify. But the only verifying wallets that the options they have is Uphold and Gemini. So for now, I mean, I'm just leaving mine in this little Brave rewards wallet because it's, like I said, not much. I got like $1.50 in there, so I'm not too worried about it. But then Brave also has this little button you can click here, or if I'm on a site, and you have built-in ad blocking and all of that. So you can see where Brave blocked one item from DEX tools, and you can see in detail what it is, what it's blocking, and that was a cross-site tracker apparently. So Brave's pretty cool, and it pays you to use it, and it seems to be a lot better than Google. I was able to run YouTube on it like nothing, and I'm running the stream through YouTube, of course, which is on the Brave browser. But let's pull up SAFU and see what this crazy thing has done now. So we got Rat BNB, SAFU, there we go, USDT, and we'll go with that. We'll see that. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Man, Mike B. I don't know how much you got of this from that pre-sale, but man, you got to be feeling so good right now. What a rip. This thing just still going. See, that DEX score is a 48. Community trust, about 50-50. this thing is moving quite a bit. It's only been out, what, 3 days, 4 days? Yeah. It looks pretty bullish on this daily chart. Let's look at a 4-hour. Your trend line's right there. So the trend line's not far below it either. It kind of looks like it may want to try to break out some more if it breaks 200 again, because it threw a wick up there to 215 but got rejected. But this candle here opened right at where this candle closed. So it shot that wick up there, came back down under 200 and closed there. This one immediately opened, dropped down, and then buyers are come back in and pushing it up some more. So if that continues, that is very close to breaking 200. Number one is GQ. What is GQ? This is the number one hot crypto. This thing came out March 3rd at half a penny and is now up to 3 cents. Don't know what it is. BUSD Galactic Quadrant. Got a 90 on their DEX score though. Huh. Score is 88. Oh, I'm not logged into DEX Tools. I don't know if I have a DEX Tools account. I probably don't. I don't know about that. That's not bots. This is not. Wicks happen on charts because of human indecision. Bots are not going to make these type of wicks like this. If I go into a smaller time frame, let's see, it's 3 minute. Let's see. Yeah, see, even on the 3 minute, this is not very body. And I can see on the volume too where money's been coming into it. Or even on Safu. Let me go back to Safu because that's what I was looking at. I was talking about that wick, not whatever that one is. It's hot, trending. Number 3 is pigs. Whatever pigs is. Baby cats. Titano number 8, so Titano's running too. How do I get on a line chart? Oh, okay. Let's see. That's the 3 minute. Is there a log? Let's see. There we go. What the hell's going on with this on a... Now this may be... What am I on? USD, Safu. Why is it looking different? Now see that right... Well, no. That could be bot trading for sure. I'm really confused by this chart right now though. Why is it not showing me candles? Let me go out to a day chart. I think this is a glitch. Let me refresh this. No, there's something wrong with that ticker that I picked. Let me research. BNB. USDT. There we go. That's the right one. Okay, sorry, that was confusing. There's a lot of different ones for Safu right now popping up. Okay, let's go into the 5 minutes. Yeah, those may be bots. Yeah, it looks pretty body on that 5 minute. So then that wick that I was looking at, you are correct, sir. Well, that makes it, okay, so you got to kind of ignore these wicks, which goes against technical analysis. But breaking it down into a smaller time frame, you see that's pretty clear. That's bots. Because these wicks are perfect, just about. Wicks do not line up that perfect, that consistently. So that is definitely bots, no doubt there. But there, you know, there is buying coming into it. I don't know, man. This project, I gotta watch that what is it, the AMA that you sent me for Safu. I gotta watch it, man. No, man, it's been a day, Mike B. That's what I said at the beginning of the stream, man. I was sitting in front of the Thinkorswim in those oil stocks from 9:30 this morning till 6 or whatever. Trading them crazy rips. So my brain's already fried. Is this a different? Are you saying this is the wrong chart too? Oh, you want me to look at it from Wrap BNB? Well, that's not going to be. If I look at it from Wrap BNB, then it's going to be not in US dollars or whatever. So it's a little bit trickier to analyze. Well, not really. WBNB. Well, there's. Oh, I didn't put the U's in. Let's see. I've not hardly used this either, so. And it's Safu, so it's not like this thing's been around for very long. It's only been around 5 days on this chart. Give me a little slack here, Mike. try to kill me, bud. So I mean, if this is the chart you want me to look at, it is up to. Yeah, see, those still look like those robot wicks, but there is buying and stuff that is coming in. I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I definitely cannot like I'm not getting in this thing at no $200 when it just ripped from $18. At least not for no long-term position. I need to see it have some type of pullback because this is a massive run in a very short time. Yeah, in 6 days. Yeah, that's $120-something run. I got you. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with the Binance chain. That's not a chain that I do much on, hardly ever. All right, well, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it because I'm curious about it since it has ripped so hard. It's just that 300,000 APY. It just sounds so crazy. There it is. 88 dex score. Huh. Well, you only got, let's see, it's based on information, transactions, holders, creation, and pool. So they got a lot of points through there, but not a lot of transactions yet, which makes sense because it's new. Man, we'll keep an eye on it, man. You've killed it, but I just can't get in the slate. Yeah, Ethereum. Look at that. Ethereum already back over those bodies of that candle, over 2,500, trying to get back above the 10-day right now. So yeah, Ethereum's turning around. And that probably means Bitcoin's turning around too. Yep. Bitcoin's almost back over 38.5. So seeing a decent little rebound from that sharp drop on both. And it looks like a lot of the market's starting to turn green for the time being. I'm on a 4-hour on this chart. Let me switch that over. So we're on the same chart. Farm. That definitely looks like a head and shoulders pattern. The fact it couldn't hold 100, farm's probably going to die off. I'm only going to keep it on the watch list a little bit longer. LQTY, that one is down at that trend line testing. If it can hold up there, could easily get going again. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the AMA, man. I'm gonna do some more research on it. I just haven't done much research on SAFU, so at first glance, you know, anytime you see something with crazy numbers like Titano or SAFU, you got to be skeptical. I mean, I was skeptical of Cosmos Atom being 15% until I did my, well, it was 11% back then, but until I did my research on it. See, Axie is still holding around $50, but still under it. Well, that's another triangle pattern too. Let me remove that right there. You got in pre-sale at 41 coins. Now you have 50 because of auto compounds. It's just I get it, but it doesn't. I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like, well, they even admitted themselves that the 300,000% APY is not sustainable. It's mainly for this first year. So I mean, if you look at it like that, if the price keeps going up on SAFU, you know, you stand to make a killing. I mean, you've already made a killing off of it from how cheap you got it. Yeah, and you see Numera, that's down to around, actually, Numera looks like it's coming down. It may drop. It may drop if the stock market keeps dropping. See, API 3, that's sold off, so that guy's done for the time being. Made a lower low. Yeah, let's try to hold 4 or 525 as support. That downtrend at the moment though, this one here is pretty steep though. Then it's got the 50-day. Quite a bit of resistance. The API 3's got to get back through, so that one may be down for a little bit. That one's been one of our hot runners. Oh yeah, there's another runner. There's IMX up 34%. There was one other one I noticed that was up. Spell's up 6%. Spell's a third of a penny. Is it this Bico? I think maybe it was Bico. I've never heard of this Bico, but let's see what it did here. So that came out on Coinbase in the beginning of December, shot up. So it came out about, what was that came out? 13, shot up all the way to 25. Sold all the way off and is now $1.25. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's really not much of a rebound looking at that chart. Check on SHIB. See how SHIB's doing. Yeah, SHIB's not looking too bad. That community is really trying to hold it up. Got this previous resistance through here acting as support now. I'm going to draw that little line on SHIB. Come here, where are you at? Basically about quad 022. Yeah, if she bounces off there, it doesn't have that far to go to get back over the EMAs. Oh, this line is crazy. See, there we go. That looks more accurate on SHIB. And there is that little uptrend too, like a lot of the other plays. Same uptrend that we're at. Trying to hold, but SHIB does have a lot of this support right below it. A lot of support. Very interesting. Luna had that nice breakout. Oh yeah, it's still fine. Luna's still bullish. It did cross below the 50-day for a second, but buyers trying to push it back up there. Has the 200-day down at 70. Actually, let's stretch this trend line out like that. Coming right into those peaks. Yeah, I mean, if Luna holds if it holds 75, it could just pop right back up. So Luna could still be one of the leaders of this altcoin run. Let's see, Polygon-matic. Same thing. Yeah, a lot of these have that same pattern. A lot of that, everything that's been down pretty much. Well, Oh yeah, that's right. Polygon. Let me pull this back real quick. Just put in a higher time frame. What do I, that line is not correct. The good thing about Matic is that it is still pointing up, but it just hasn't got the volume that a lot of these other blockchain projects have either. Matic's pretty advanced. I just don't know why it cannot get up much higher than what it has. It does look at like some point middle of the year Matic may break out. Biggest concern though is Bitcoin and Ethereum getting back over the 38.5 here on Bitcoin and Ethereum staying above 2,500. So yeah, if there's any other tickers anybody wants me to check out, I would say I'll check them out. I don't really have a project in mind or really the time of the day to jump into a whole project. If you are watching gold and silver and you are a gold and silver crypto bull at the same time, definitely check out Kinesis Money. I've talked about it before. I use it. It's a right here you can see it. Spend and save in physical gold and silver. Buy digital currency and earn rewards for every transaction. Did they get the card out? They may have the card out. But you can buy the physical gold, silver, or you can buy their physical and gold backed, silver and gold backed cryptocurrencies. And you do gain a reward. So with gold and silver possibly making some moves here since where are we at here? Since oil is shooting up, that is a good alternative for gold and silver and crypto at the same time. Other than that, like I said, there's a lot going on with Gods Unchained. So if you're one of the Gods players or Gods investors, this whole next couple of weeks, because of that new set, should make things quite interesting. And I think, like, I mean, there's just going to have to be so many. I mean, this is the thing, there's a select amount of Gods tokens. There's only 5 million or 500 million, but there's only like 33 million in supply. Now, all those new cards that need to be minted is going to take a lot of Gods tokens. So maybe some of the mythic players or investors who may have quite a bit, they could come in and start buying up more Gods token. But a lot of people are going to run out of Gods tokens pretty fast forging these cards. So demand is about to go up, I think. It should with this new set. If it doesn't, then that would be pretty concerning, and I'll dig further why this would not come up with a new set release. But there's Basad he made a nice trade on some of the Gods NFTs. He bought, I think, 10 copies if he's in here of one legendary NFT, and they shot up because of this new set. It's changing that original card. And then pretty much as people mint these cards, the first ones that hit the marketplace are probably going to be high priced and probably won't reach those prices again for a while. It's just that the supply of them are going to be very low in the beginning when there's literally not, when that NFT doesn't even exist yet on the marketplace. So with IMX rebounding as well, back up that 150 area, Gods and IMX and other, probably Guild of Guardians, since it's on IMX, the mutable platform. Those are all some ones to definitely be keeping a close eye on. But we are in this limbo, still, in this limbo of consolidation with Bitcoin and Ethereum, testing those support levels again. However, it could be very short-lived. Click back on Bitcoin and Ethereum again. Well, there was something else I wanted to show you guys too, besides Brave and Kinesis Money. Oh, let's check VeChain real quick. I haven't looked at VeChain in a little while. VeChain looking pretty bearish. Yeah, cracked below that support line. Threw a wick down there. It has a chance to try to rebound off of 0.045. But if it doesn't, it makes another low. VeChain will keep selling off, and it's got, it's got a ways it could come down. The next strongest support would be about 2 cents. There's a little congestion there at 3, but more than likely, I would say 2, 2.5 is where that bottom would be. Yeah, so Bitcoin right now is just right at all these EMAs. So I'd say we'll be seeing a direction confirmation more than likely by the end of the night. Whether the markets are where the crypto markets are gonna hold up, or if they're gonna start dumping with the NASDAQ. Oh, the other thing I was thinking about, they are collapsing the Russian economy. They've literally made the Russian ruble pretty damn worthless. If I go into the index and futures here, here is the USD versus the Russian ruble. So before this whole thing broke out, it's just a nice little normal chart. US dollars just kind of strengthened against the ruble. But with all these sanctions and all these other things they've done, they've smashed the ruble. The Russian ruble is like it's not good for people in Russia. But I can't help but think that would give Russians more of a reason to hop into cryptocurrencies and gold and silver and those type of things. It's going to be a real wake-up call for some people probably, which keep in mind too, what we're seeing on the Russian ruble, even though this is forced from the US dollar is in jeopardy of doing that to itself and collapsing in on itself. So I'm curious to see if Russia sees an adoption of cryptocurrencies, even more so Because it seems like there's quite a bit of adoption going on. And then Ukraine, they've been getting tons of support in Bitcoin, I think, from what I've been seeing. So that could bring in more action into the crypto market. I mean, right at this moment, a lot of those Russian people, I mean, I don't know. I've never been to Russia. I don't really know anybody from Russia. I don't know what they're dealing with right now. But I know it's not good when your currency crashes that hard. And you just wonder, was the majority of the population smart enough to have their money in other assets other than the Russian ruble, which is fiat currency? Yeah, Russian ruble sinks in offshore trade as bids evaporate. So people aren't even trying to buy the Russian ruble right now. Nobody wants the ruble. Wow. Man, that's rough. But yeah, I mean, that's a great reason to move to cryptocurrencies. You know, if everything they did was on blockchain and all of that, and they were using a cryptocurrency backed by something of actual value, the US and all that couldn't have just crashed their currency so easily. But, oh, that's another thing. That's what it was. They are about to release the crypto regulations that's coming to Biden's desk. If he signs that, then we will have these new regulations. But I've not heard anything in any detail about what these regulations are going to entail. So if any of you guys have that information, please do share it. Go join the Discord if you're not in there already, and share it in the Discord, because I would like to know how that's going to all play out. But guys, I think I'm going to call it a day, because like I said, it's been a long day in the stock market, and we're just kind of in this little, it's consolidation. Anytime there's consolidation, it's going to be hanging out in these price areas, waiting for them to confirm either a new trend up or if they're going to continue down the trend. And it's just taking a while, most of these cryptos. But got to keep an eye on the headlines. Whenever I find out anything about the crypto regulations for the US, I will make sure that I address them here on the channel, because, well, you'll probably see me cuss a lot, and they have no business. They have no business regulating something that is decentralized for a reason. So dumb. Alright, anyway. I'm going to call it a day, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for some live Gods gameplay. I'm going to be trying to run as many packs up as I can to get some of these new cards to throw up there on the market. Try to make some little money. And then tomorrow, of course, we'll be back on the Framework Fortune home channel for some stock trading. And boy, if oil stays hot like it was, tomorrow will be another wild day in the stock market. We just need to see the wildness start coming into the crypto market again. And there's HHTRADER. Also, if you haven't checked out his stock market content, he is live trading as well. And boy, he had a day with us. We both in them oil stocks just tearing it up. But anyway, appreciate everybody joining me as always. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Till next time.
This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let